Hello my students, how are you? Today we'll solve a question from geometric from معاصر book revision second term لليوبيا government. Answer the following questions. Number 1, choose the correct answer. The measure of the squared angle drawing in a semicircle equal 90 degree. We called it a squared angle يا ولاد. Okay, we have the circle here 6 meter about circle, and we called it a scripted angle light in semicircle is 90 degree. The opposite figure, measure of angle ADB equals space degree ADB. Look at here, ADB. Its inscripted angle half of the measure of opposite arc here 80, it will be 40 degree. Okay, this measure 40 degree and this angle central angle equal 80 degree. Okay, we have relation about inscripted angle and central angle. The measure of inscripted angle equal half of measure of central angle and the half of the arc which are drawing on it. In the opposite figure, MD equals 6 centimeter. You want to find the measure of length about ME. Here we have MED equals 6 centimeter, then ME equals 6 centimeter, such that MED, because we have AB equal EC. Two chords are equal a length, and then the two distance between them equal a length, because MED perpendicular to EB and ME perpendicular to EC, then the length about MED equals the length of ME equals 6 centimeter. In the opposite figure, measure of angle A equal 120 degree. Okay, you want to find the measure of angle C. Look at here, measure of angle A equal 120, then measure of angle C would be 60 degree. Because ABCD is cyclic quadral. Cyclic quadral because angle A and B and C, the vertex or vertices lies in the circle. We call it cyclic quadral. The measure of opposite two angles equal 180 degree. Sum of two opposite angles in cyclic quadral equal 180 degree. They are supplementary angles. Some of them equal 180. 180 subtract 120 equals 60 degree. Question number 5. If the surface of circle M, intersection surface of circle M or N equal E, then two circles M and N are tangent exterior. Touching externally. Okay, touching externally because the surface A, circle M and circle N tangent outside. Touching externally. Touching externally because he asked about what surface circle. Surface circle M, it's meaning all points lies in the curve and all the points inside the circle union about them. It will be surface circle M, intersection surface circle N in the point, so they are touching externally. But if he cancels this word surface and surface, if he asked about the circle M intersection circle N in point A, it will be tangent internally. Okay, if he cancels this word from left hand side and right hand side here about this relation. Okay, the number of coming tangents of two circles touching externally here, one, here 1, 2, and 3. He asked about the number of tangent of two circles touching externally. We have 3 touching. Okay, question number 2. In the opposite figure, A and B are two chords equal lengths. Okay, look at with me here. EC and ED2 AB and AC. Two chords are equal lines in circle M. X is the midpoint about AB and Y is the midpoint EC. Measure of angle CEB equals 70 degree. Okay. Calculate the measure of angle DME. The first, look at here, DME. We can prove that EYMX is cyclic quadral because Y is the midpoint about EC and X is the midpoint about EP. Then ME perpendicular to CA and MX perpendicular to AP. Then the measure of angle Y plus measure of angle X equal 90 degree. So AYMX is a cyclic quadral. Then the measure of angle M equal 110 because measure of angle M plus measure of angle E equal 180 degree. Okay, such that we can write here the steps, okay, in this area, okay, such that X and Y are the midpoint at AC and EP. Then MY will be perpendicular to AC and MX will be perpendicular to AB. Then measure of angle X plus measure of angle Y equal 180 degree. Then MYAX is a cyclic quadral. Okay, cyclic quadral. Then is a cyclic quadral. Okay, my students, cyclic quadral. Then measure of angle M will be 110 degree. And we want to prove that XD per equal to YE. XD, look at here, XD equal YE. We can prove that because AC equal AB. He give us this information such that AC equal EP. Then the distance will be equal. The distance here, MX, will be equal MY. And we have two radius equal lengths. MD was equal ME. We can find the difference between them by subtract. Okay, subtract MX. We can cancel it from MD. Then XD equal EY. Then XD will be equal EY. Understood this step? We can subtract relation by them. Relation number 1 and relation number 2. And we can write here. Okay, write this step here. ME subtract by ME subtract by MY will be equal MD subtract by MX. So XD will be XD equal EY. XD equal EY. Okay, understood? Again, we have ME equal MED because ME and MED are radius in the circle. ME equal MED and MY equal MX. by the distance about two equal chords in the circle. Question letter B. In the opposite figure, measure of arc BC equal measure of arc DE. Prove that EB equal ED. You want to prove that ED equal EB in this example. To prove that, we must prove that two base here angles D and E equal. To prove that, we must add this arc to left hand side and right hand side, okay, such that measure of arc BC equal measure of arc CB. We can add this arc to left hand side and right hand side. Then measure of arc BC plus measure of arc DB equal measure of arc ED plus measure of arc DB. Then we can prove that this arc equal this arc EDB, measure of arc EDB equal measure of arc CBD. Then measure of angle C, because measure of angle C or angle C inscripted at the arc BDE. The measure of arc BDE equal measure of arc EDB equal DBC. We have two inscripted angle here, C and E. Measure of angle E will be equal measure of angle C. Then this triangle will be isosceles because the measure of two angles in the base equals in the measure. Then in triangle AEC, AE equal AC. Okay, and he wants to prove that EB equal ED. We can cancel two chords here because two arc equal lengths, then two chord will be equal lengths, two arc equal lengths, then two chord here equal lengths. We can cancel this chord by left hand side and right hand side, then DA equal DB, such that ED equal CB, then ED equal EB. Understood, my students? First step, we prove that this triangle is isosceles because measure of angle C equal measure of angle E, then measure of length EE equal measure of length EC. And we have two chords equal lengths, DE equal BC, then measure of chord length is chord ED equal about CB. Because two arc equal lengths, then two chords will be equal lengths about serial. You can cancel ED from the straight line EA, and CB cancel the length about CB from the line segment AC. Then the remainder ED here, length about ED equal EB. Okay, question. Look at about question number B is opposite figure. Question letter A. In the opposite figure, ABC quadral here, cycle quadral. Prove that. He want to prove that this is a cycle quadral. Okay, look at with me. Measure of angle ABD equals 30 and EB equal AD. Then this triangle will be isosceles. The measure of angle D equals 30 degrees, such that measure of angle B. You can find the measure of angle A about this triangle by a 30 plus 30 and subtract the result from 180, because the measure of interior angle of any triangle equal 180 degree. Then measure of angle A equal what? 30 plus 30 equals 60. 60 subtracted from 180 equal 120 degree. Such that measure of angle A equal plus measure of angle C equal 180 degrees, and this shape or this figure or quadral ABCD is cycle quadral because measure of angle A plus measure of angle C equal 180 degree. Look at here, you want to find the parameter about triangle ABC. ABC. We have AD and EF, two tangents drawn from the point A. Then AD equal EF equal 3 centimeter, and CF equal CE equal 2 centimeter, and PD equal PE equal 4 centimeters. So the parameter about of triangle ABC equal AP plus BC plus CA equal AB will be what? AP equal 3 plus 4 equals 7, and BC 4 plus 2 equals 6, and C equal 5 centimeters. The result will be 5 plus 6 13, 13 plus 5 equal 18 centimeter. Question number 4. ABC is a triangle inscribed in triangle circle, and ED is the tangent of the circle at A, and X pointing to AB. And Y pointing to EC, where XY parallel to BC proves that ED is a tangent of the circle passing through the point A and X and Y. Okay, we can draw triangle inscribed in a circle. We have a circle here. Okay. ABC triangle. A, B, C is triangle inscribed in a circle, and AT is a tangent about circle at A, and X belonging to AP, and Y belonging to AC, where XY parallel to BC. Prove that AD is a tangent of the circle passing through the point A and X and Y. He wants to prove that AD is a tangent about a circle which passing through the point A and X and Y. Okay, A and X and Y. If we have triangle or a triangle is a circle, new circle passing through the point X and Y, draw prove that, and AD is the tangent. First we can prove that by what? By the tangent about the circle. He give us AD is a tangent about circle, the measure of angle A equal measure of angle B. Okay, and such that XY parallel to BC and AB cut of them, the measure of angle B equal measure of angle N. Okay, then measure of angle A will be equal measure of angle N. Then DA is a tangent to the circle which passes through the point A and X and Y. Understood? Again, okay, again, such that DA is a tangent of a circle, then measure of angle A equal measure of angle B, and such that XY was parallel to CP and AP cut of them, EB cut of them, then measure of angle N will be equal measure of angle B. We called it corresponding angles. Measure of angle N equal measure of angle B. It's relation number 2, and here relation number 1. From 1 and 2 we have measure of angle B common between them, then measure of angle A will be equal measure of angle N, measure of angle N equal measure of angle E, then ED is a tangent to the circle passing through the point A and X and Y. Okay, then AD is a tangent. Okay, AD is a tangent about circle which passing through the circle which passing through the point A and X and Y. Understood? Next question. Look at circle with me here. EB and AD, two chords in the circle, intersection point E. Measure of arc DB equal 80 degree and EC equal 50 degree. We want to find measure of angle EEC. We have two chord intersection inside the circles. In the measure of angle EC equal half sum of two opposite arc here. Measure of angle E equal half multiplication by 50 plus 80. Half multiplication by sum of them equal 130. Half of 130 equals 65 degree. Next question here. EBC is an inscripted triangle in a circle, and BE parallel to DE parallel to BC proves that measure of angle DAC equal measure of angle BEE. DAC what proves that that angle equal measure of angle EAB or BAE. Okay, we can prove that by what? By two chord parallel, such that ED parallel to CB. Okay, then measure of arc DB equal measure of arc EC. This arc equals this arc in the length and the measure. Then we have two arc equal in length. We can add this arc to left hand side and right hand side. Then measure of arc DB will be plus 8. Measure of arc BC, it will be equal measure of arc here AC plus measure of arc CB. Then we can prove that this arc BC, measure of arc BC equal measure of arc C or EP. Then we have two inscripted angle drawn into same arc equal length. Look at here, measure of angle DAC equal measure of angle DAC equal measure of angle EEB. EAB or BAE, because we have two inscripted angle drawn in the same arc equal in measure. Again, we have two chord parallel, ED parallel to CB, then the measure of arc DB equal measure of arc B or EC here, and we can add measure of angle CB from left hand side to right hand side, then measure of arc DBC equal measure of arc ECB, and we have two inscripted angle drawn in the same arc drawn in the measure equal in the measure of angle DAC equal measure of angle EAB, because this angle DAC and this angle EAB are drawing at the two arc DBC and ACB, and these angles are equal a measure. It's a theorem, okay? In the opposite figure, CD is a tangent of the circle. We have the tangent, and CD parallel to AB. Measure of angle M equal 120. Prove that triangle CAB is quadrilateral triangle. You want to prove that CAB is equilateral triangle. Who can tell me this example? It's very easy, my students. Do no steps about triangle because we have the tangent. This angle equal 120, and we have an inscribed angle here. This angle will be 60 degree, half of 120, because CBA drawing as the arc CA. The measure of angle B, half of measure of angle M. And we have here two straight line parallel. DC tangent parallel to AB, then this arc CA equal in measure about the arc CP, then CA equal CP and the length. We have isosceles angle, and the measure of each angle will be 60 degree because the base here is 60, and the measure of angle A will be 60, and the measure of angle C equal be 60. And you know this theorem, if we have isosceles triangle and each angle or the measure of one of angles equal 60 degree, then this triangle will be converted from isosceles triangle to equilateral triangle. Okay, such that DC parallel to BA, then measure of arc CA equal measure of arc CB. Okay, then measure of angle B equal measure of angle A, as such that angle M and angle P drawing at the same arc, drawing at arc CA, and M is a central angle, and B is a sculpted angle. The measure of angle M twice measure of angle B, or measure of angle B half measure of angle M. Then measure of angle B equal 60 degree, and we have isosceles triangle because CB or CA equal CB, then the chord CA equal CB, and CA was equal CB. We have isosceles triangle, and the measure of angle equals 60 degrees, then the triangle CAB will be equilateral triangle. Okay, understood? Again, DC parallel to BA, then the measure of arc CA equal measure of angle CB, then the line segment CA equal CB, then this triangle will be isosceles. And we know measure of angle B half measure of angle M, because B is inscribed angle and M is the central angle, and the measure of angle B half of the measure M. Half of 120 equals 60 degree, and we have isosceles triangle, and the measure of the base, one base angle about the base equals 60 degrees, and this triangle will be converted from isosceles triangle to equilateral triangle. Okay, understood, my students? You must study hard with questions. Okay, goodbye.